Hello everyone, welcome to my channel The Life of Biochemistry by Harish. In this video we will talk about mucormycosis and let's we are detail about what is mucormycosis, types of mucormycosis, which fungi can cause us the mucormycosis, symptoms, risk factors, diagnosis, complications, treatments and prevention of mucormycosis. First of all, we are see about in introduction of mucormycosis. Mucormycosis is a type of invasive fungal infection. It's caused by a group of molds is called mucormycetes. It's relatively very rare but a very serious condition. This infection is mostly occurs often if you have weakened the immunity. It's due to the illness or a health problem. It's also called zygomycosis or a black fungus. They are live throughout the infective form of environments like soil, dam walls, old buildings, foliage of fruits, vegetable, foods and animal waste. In this mucormycosis is first discovered by German scientist Paul A in 1885. Next we are see about types and symptoms of mucormycosis. The type is based on the clinical presentation. There are 5 types of mucormycosis. It depends upon on the site of infection. First one is a rhinocerebral mucormycosis. It mainly occurs and affected the sinus and brain. This infection mainly affected who are the patient already have uncontrolled diabetes or a organ transplantation. So this patient immune power is also weakened due to the easily affected the mucormycosis. Symptoms of rhinocerebral mucormycosis that's like cough, fever, headache, redness of swelling, nasal congestion and the inflammation of sinus. Second type of infection is cutaneous mucormycosis. It's usually mainly affected the skin. This infection occurs after the trauma of skin, such as surgery, burn, or a crack in our skin. It's usually easily carried by the who have the patient with low immune power. The symptoms like fever, redness of skin, swelling, tenderness, ulcer, blacken the skin tissues. Third type of infection is pulmonary mucormycosis. This type of mucormycosis is mainly affected with the lungs. This infection occurs when patients who have already cancer or a organ transplantation. Thus the patient body is very poor immunity, so it's easily carried the mucormycosis infection. The symptoms like pulmonary mucormycosis is fever, cough, chest pain and shortness of breath. Fourth type of infection is gastrointestinal mucormycosis. This type of infection it's mostly occurs in younger than adult, especially the premature and low birth weight infants with less than 1 month of age, because it's usually premature body have a weakened immune power, so easily affected the mucormycosis infection, and who have antibiotic surgery or some of medicines that lower the body ability to fight against the infection and so easily carry the infections. The symptoms like gastrointestinal mucormycosis is abdominal pain, vomiting, bleeding of gastrointestinal tract. I before told those all kind of infection is common one. The last type of infection is called disseminated mucormycosis. This type of infection is not common one because it occurs when severe most of cases. In this happens who patient already suffered from other chronic disease, so it's difficult to distinguish symptoms because patient already having the other symptoms, and this type of infection mostly affected in the central nervous system and will carry the coma. In recently some scientists took known some type of infection that's like paralysis of eyelid muscles, that means the loss of strength and function of eyelid muscles. Next one is a enlarged and discharged form of eye. Usually it's a common symptoms for the mucormycosis. Next we are see about which type of fungi can effectively causes the mucormycosis. The Rhizopus species and Mucus species is very effectively causes the mucormycosis. Very rarely causes the mucormycosis by Rhizomucor, Lichthymia and Apophysomyces species. Now biggest question that we have in our mind, the mucormycosis is a contagious or non-contagious? Yes, It's non-contagious because it cannot spread from person to person. The infection only entered throughout the inhalation, injury and ingestion. Next we are see about incubation period for mucormycosis. Our scientists couldn't known for this incubation period for mucormycosis infection because this period is based on the patient condition, so not count correctly. Next we are see about risk factor for mucormycosis. Most of the patients with mucormycosis have weakened the immune system or other underlying medical condition, so easily affected the infection. The risk factors like patient have diabetic mellitus, especially ketoacidosis, because in this time the excess amount of keto acids present in the tissues. This condition is also very dangerous and thus easily spread the mucormycosis infections. Next one is a patient had a long-term corticosteroid drugs such as prednisone, prelone and etc. Those type of drugs is suppressed the immune system. It leads to the all type of infection are easily spreaded. Next one is a patient had a transplantation. Usually during the transplantation period, patient body immune power is lower, so who patient easily get the infection. Next one is a skin trauma such as surgery or burn. Sixth one is a excess of iron in the body. This condition is also known as hemochromatosis. The excess of iron can poisoning in our organ, which can lead to the occurs in some of conditions such as cancer, irregular heartbeat, cirrhosis of liver. So our immune system is suppressed and a patient easily carried the infection. Seventh one is a treatment with deferoxamine. That means removal of iron in our body. In this condition, iron content is lower in the body and the body cannot fight against the infection, so easily carried the infection. Listen it, the immune system suppressed when both of the condition of excess and low content of iron in our body. So iron is one of the most essential component in our body. Next one is a patient had some of infection drugs. Patient have malnutrition, patient have low WBC count, patient had a immunosuppressive drugs such as steroid drugs, patient have viral infections such as HIV, human papillomavirus, herpes virus, chickenpox virus, flu and adenovirus infections. Patient have immunodeficiency disorders such as Job syndromes, Dijard syndromes and etc. This is a risk factor for mucormycosis. Next we are see that why after recovery of COVID-19 patient who will easily affected the mucormycosis. I already told that because during the COVID-19 treatment, patients who are prescribed for steroid treatment and particularly at risk because steroid area suppress the immune system and patients who have easily get the mucormycosis. It's one of the common reason for that. 50 to 80% of mucormycosis patient become die. It's really? Yes, it's really because the infective patient not treated earlier stages of infection, it leads to the infection spread at many part of the body. So patient who quickly get the death. Next we are see about diagnosis of mucormycosis. Biopsy method is used to diagnosis of mucormycosis infection. Next one is a CT scan, MRI scan and a CBC test, KFT test is used to diagnosis of mucormycosis infections. Next we are see about treatment of mucormycosis. It's a very needed to be fast and aggressive because it's spreaded very quickly in our body. The treatment like to take the antifungal medicine such as amphotericin B, posaconozoles and isavuconozoles. This is used to treat the mucormycosis infection. The amphotericin B is one of the good and effective antifungal agent. It's used to treat the mucormycosis patient. But it's have very strong side effects that's like blood in stool, neurological issues such as seizures, kidney dysfunctions, jaundice and stroke. Next we are see about complication of mucormycosis treatment. First one is a blindness. Once the infection of eye orbitals, often the whole eyes must be removed, so it occurs in the blindness. Next is a meningitis, osteomyelitis, pulmonary hemorrhage, gastrointestinal hemorrhage, cavity lesion in organs, or last one is a secondary bacterial infections like sepsis and death. The complication are mostly occurs when surgically removed of infective tissues. Next we are see about prevention of mucormycosis. I already asked that this is a naturally dispersed in the environment, so it's impossible to stop breathing fungal spores, and there is no vaccine to stop the mucormycosis, and who are the weakened immune system should follow the guidelines to prevent the risk of mucormycosis. That's like maintain the personal hygiene and avoid going to dusty areas or a construction site, and wear N95 masks and avoid direct contact with dusty or soil areas, so we wear gloves and long shoes, and clean the skin injury with hot water and antiseptic liquid to avoid having the skin infection. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell button if you will get all the notification from my uploads. Thank you.